The New South Wales government has lashed out at the Prime Minister after Julia Gillard named Brisbane as the host city for the G20 leaders meeting in 2014. The summit will attract 7,000 visitors to the city, and with that comes a multi-million-dollar injection into the local economy. But the government here says the Prime Minister is using the G20 leaders as her political playthings as she tries to shore up votes in the Sunshine State. State political reporter Eliza Blue reports.
Sydney has played host to a string of world leaders, but now the international spotlight is heading north.
In 2014, Brisbane will host the G20. The G20 is the body that brings together the leaders of the 20 biggest economies in the world.
It was last held in Los Cabos, Mexico. It's a huge event with 4,000 visitors, 3,000 media and teams of security. The Queensland Premier sees the opportunities.
After the G20 to really market Brisbane and Queensland as the go-ahead sort of place that it is, and particularly position Brisbane as Australia's new world city.
But south of the border, the news triggered an angry backlash.
You've got to know that Julia Gillard's got some other agenda operating, and that clearly is the next election. She's trying to shore up the votes in Queensland.
When it comes to the G20, Sydney is the only city in which this event should have been held.
The Prime Minister was having none of it.
Sydney was in a situation where its main convention facility was actually out of action for the critical time period.
But we have the Opera House that can already cater for thousands of people. We have the Museum of Contemporary Art.
It was another opportunity for the Commonwealth to criticise the state government for its refusal to build a second Sydney airport.
This is a reminder once again that Sydney Airport is constrained in its size. It's 1/3 the size of Brisbane.
It's the last in a long list of Sydney snubs. President Barack Obama visited Darwin and Canberra, and the Queen bypassed Sydney during her last royal tour. This latest brush-off has sparked concern amongst Sydney-siders.
Yeah, those sorts of things are terrific for Sydney, and it's what we need.
You just got to get out there and market the place.
Maybe that's a lesson for the state government. Eliza Blue, ABC News.